Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're having a fantastical day and I hope your week and year and month is going amazing. I'm Tashi. Welcome to my channel. It's so lovely to have you here. So this is like my first fully video. I'm a little bit nervous but excited. And today I wanted to talk to you about perfectionism. Yeah, I know. I don't know about you, but for me, man, I suck at this. Like, I really, really struggle with it. Let me ask you. So, have you ever had like spirit, or if you don't believe, whatever you believe, or something, your intuition nudging you to do something, to start something, excuse me, I'm a little sweaty. It's in Texas, so it's like, whoo child. But anyway, so have you ever had like an inkling you need to start something, you need to go somewhere, you need to do something, and you're in your head like, you know, okay, I need to do this, I need to take these steps, but then you're like, well, my hair isn't done, my nails aren't done, oh, I don't like the way I look, I don't like my body, or oh, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to... All these things that come into your mind, it's essentially trying to tell you 1,000,000,001 ways, maybe even 1,000,000,007 ways, why you shouldn't or couldn't do what's in your spirit and what God told you to do. Y'all struggle with that? And it's like, sometimes you try to will your way out of it. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna push through. I'm gonna do this. Okay, before, when I felt like this, or I need some motivation, I did this, and that, and it like didn't work. It may have worked for you in one season of your life, but like this season it's a no, and you're like, what the crap? I can't figure it out. And it's like you want to do something, but you just feel like, okay, it needs to be like this, and that. I need to have this, and that, and it needs to be perfect. And so I don't know about you, but what happened with me is it's like this vicious cycle, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I need to do this, but then I'm like, oh. Because so I went through a weight loss journey, but even with that, I still struggle with like body dysmorphia. So I still sometimes see myself as like 260 plus or whatever. And I still see that young lady. And it's like, sometimes I see myself the way I am now. And then sometimes I still see myself that way, where I wasn't happy and all this other stuff, right? And so it's like, you have to bring yourself back to center and be like, you know what? Regardless of what I look like, whatever I have, I'm just gonna do it, right? And so what happens, for instance, with me is that I go through this vicious cycle where it's like, I need to do this, and that, and then I don't have the willpower or the strength, or like, you know, mentally I'm going through it and I can't push through, so then I just don't do it, right? Or I might like gain weight or gain body fat or like let myself go, and then next thing you know, I'm further away from my goals. And you know what that is? It's the terror of perfectionism, right? Where you feel you have to have everything together, everything has to be perfect before you move, and that is such a dream killer, a hope killer, like a life killer. Because you can look up, like myself, there's things like I wanted to do years and years and years ago, but I didn't have the confidence, or I felt like I needed to be perfect. And then time just passes whether you do it or not. So you might as well do it. So as far as perfectionism goes, it's like, man, just try to do your best to get out of that mindset and just like push through. And sometimes, like me, I'm like an all or nothing, right? Black or white. And I'm working on finding gray area. So it's like, just go after it. Just freaking do it. Like, this is my first video, right? I've been wanting to do this for 1,000,000 years, but I've been too afraid, like worried about, okay, what if, because I'm like long-winded, and so I have like trouble getting to the point, because I just be talking and so much stuff be coming to my mind, and I just want to like share all the deliciousness and goodness with everyone. And so like you have these ideas and these things, these gifts and talents and stuff you want to share. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's things that Spirit is telling you to do, things to share with the humans, and you're not doing that because you're worried about you have to look and be, everything has to be perfect. Guess what? It doesn't. You just have to start. And somehow, some way, I'm going on a faith journey. So let's go on this faith journey together of just like try it and just start and just go for it. So this is day one. And we're just gonna like stick with it and see what happens. And it's gonna be good. So again, I kind of be like talking all over the place or whatever. But the point being, like, perfectionism, if you're feeling like that, first of all, give yourself grace, give yourself kindness, give yourself compassion, like love on yourself extra, just like you would with the other humans. If it was your friend, if it was your children, your hubby, your girl, your babies, like you would give them so much kindness and compassion, and you would encourage them to just go for whatever it is they want to go for, regardless of where they're at in life. So I just want to encourage you to take your own advice and do that for yourself, okay? Like, you just don't have to have it together. If there is something in you, go for it, because perfectionism will keep you stagnant and keep you still, and your dreams are sitting there just like in dormant mode, ready to be actualized and brought to the forefront to help the rest of the humans. I believe that every gift and dream and stuff that we have is not just for us, but for the collective. Like, we're all interconnected, whether we realize it or not. And your goals and your dreams or your gifts could help someone else. So it's like, you're like keeping the deliciousness to yourself. Share the deliciousness, share those goals, share those hopes, share those dreams, like manifest that. And what I mean by manifest is speak it into existence, pray on it, meditate on it, but also take the steps. And you don't have to take 1,000,001 steps. That's something that I'm learning too. Just one step. Like, really, a lot of times we just need momentum, right? So part of that is just like doing it, going out there, taking the first step, and executing, because none of us are perfect. Perfection doesn't exist or whatever. The only one that was perfect was Jesus, and he did. So the rest of us has grace to mess up or screw up or whatever. And I don't know about you, but for me, oh goodness, this perfectionism has like